Ciao a tutti Marcello and welcome to a new video. It's a tremendous month in terms of turn-based RPGs and strategy game releases. Let's see the major one. Well, if you're looking for something out of the box, you can simply stop here. Dungeon Real Statics is a party-based roguelike mixed with slot machines and puppet shows. Make the best decisions to succeed in battle, lose party members, recruit new ones, and try to reach the greed evil. Traverse a map filled with enemy encounters, fate cards to resolve, treacherous bosses, and more. On Steam. Magna Graecia is a colorful building strategy and puzzle game set in an ancient Greek, in which you create a sprawling village with olives and grapes by placing buildings strategically, leveling them up, receiving additional bonuses, and expanding your territory while enjoying the whole process. On Steam.
High above the forest deeps, my beloved child sweetly sleeps.
Oaken is a deck-building roguelike set in a mythical place that isn't easily defined. Inhabitants of this mysterious area all can hear the same voice, called the Oak Song. When that voice begins to fade, events that could heal or destroy the Great Oak are set into motion. A roguelike hero-oriented campaign with deck management, unique, highly tactical battles on an hexagonal grid where position and rotation is everything. Upgrade your spells and spirit the way you want. On Steam.
My friend, every dream has an end.
7. Who dares challenge me, barbarian?
Dark Quest board game appears to be more a spin-off than a real sequel to Dark Quest 2, but it's nonetheless very fascinating. It is described as a role-playing game that simulates the experience of a board game with everything that goes with it, like cards, dice and miniature. 14 heroes and over 60 monsters, procedurally generated adventures and combat, roguelike experience with 8 areas to play with over 150 adventures cards. On Steam.
This is Inquisitor Cartha Vakir of the Ordo Malleus.
This is Grandmaster Vardane Kai responding, Inquisitor.
Lead humanity's greatest weapon, the Grey Knights, in this fast-paced turn-based tactical RPG. Root out and purge a galaxy-spanning plague in a cinematic, story-driven campaign using the tactics and talents of your own personalized squad of Daemonhunters. On Steam.
Here we are again. Are you ready for the end of thy line?
Yaengard is a very interesting turn-based party RPG where your choices are important as much as your combat abilities. You start as a simple peasant, but, as usual, your destiny is much bigger and noble. Someone wants you dead, so you begin a long journey that is, at the same time, a wonderful adventure. Combine personality traits, rare weapons, and more than 20 classes into endless team composition. On Steam.
Wake up, sleeper.
Citizen Sleeper is a game that somehow tries to bring a breath of fresh air in the genre. It is a beautifully illustrated sci-fi RPG that could be the complete package when it comes to storytelling. With several classes and skills and a wide array of cards to meet, just the preview images of Citizen Sleeper feel like flipping through an exciting new tabletop RPG rulebook. The game promises a range of choices that make it feel like playing a turn-based RPG, so with that analogy in mind, we can't wait to grab our dice and explore the new universe that developer Jump Over the Age has created. On Steam, GOG, Game Pass and Epic Store. Well, we talked about RPG in a box not so long ago when we had the chance to interview the developer Justin Arnold. What is very important to know now is that this tool that lets you to create an RPG game from scratch is finally leaving early access with the long desired version 1.0 just around the corner. Obviously, this doesn't mean that the project will end its development on the 10th of May, because as declared by Justin, he is firmly intention to add, in the upcoming month, a lot of new contents and functions on Steam. Song of Conquest is on almost everyone's favorite list from quite some time now. Even if I haven't had the chance to try the game so far, it is clear that this turn-based game has a lot of potential. If you like pixel art and turn-based games, you cannot simply miss it.
Treasures and powerful artifacts. But finding treasure and exploring...
Song of Conquest is essentially a turn-based strategy game developed by Leva Potion, inspired by classic like Heroes of Might and Magic, where players must build an empire, send their heroes on explorations around the map, conquer strategic places, develop the town, and fight inside X-grid maps. On Steam. A couple of years ago, we got the honor to interview Mr. Kazuhiro Igarashi about his upcoming game, namely Brigandine, at that time a PS4 Nintendo Switch exclusive. With a bit of surprise, I found out that finally this game is going to be released on PC in a few weeks. Obviously, if you want to know more, I invite you to read Andrea's interview on turnbasedlovers.com. On Steam. Cantata is a turn-based strategy game developed by After School Studio and published by Modern Wolf. It offers a sandbox single-player campaign with a lovely pixel art style and rich sci-fi lore to discover. Explore, expand and endure across campaigns set on a mysterious planet steeped in mystical sci-fi lore. And for more fun, you can try its local and online multiplayer component as well. On Steam. We already covered this game in many occasions, so if you want to know what we're talking about, go read our articles on turnbasedlovers.com. It's sufficient to say that Old World is an historical, epic strategy game from Soren Johnson, the lead designer of Civilization 4 and Off-World Trading Company, where you have to create your own legacy because each turn is a year and your leaders are just mortals. Finally, after a full release on Epic Store, the game is going to be released on Steam and GOG. You can't help to notice that Sea Horizon is a little bit inspired by For the King, at least for what regards the graphic aspect. Sea Horizon is a game divided into chapters, each one with multiple characters and stories, and that throughout the game you'll be able to unlock more chapters and skills. The game will feature also some dungeons with plenty of random events to face. On Steam. Meet the Floppy Knights, tangible projections some from floppy disks. Tactics fused with card game mechanics as Phoebe and Carlton, a brilliant young inventor, and her robot army bestie square off in turn-based battles. Select your knights, hone your deck, and execute your strategy for victory. On Steam and Xbox PC Game Pass.
If I told you what I've seen, would you even believe me?
The game is the successor to the award-winning Out There, and it tries to blend roguelike and resource management without forgetting to tell a dynamic and engaging story. Along the way, don't forget to recruit new members from the alien races you cross paths with, and build a formidable team. On Steam and GOG.
Attention, speak she, head of Arbitrage Anonymous Agency. If you hear
Rising from the ashes, the Anonymous Arbitration Agency is once again ready to defend the society from corporate wars unfolding in the shadows. A dungeon crawler RPG in a grim style of Darkest Dungeon, the game follows the struggle of a group of agents as they fight in tactical turn-based battles across the gloomy cyberpunk dungeons. On Steam.
use the skills and
This video ends here. Let me know what you think about the releases of May 2022 in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and also consider supporting us through all our pages. And don't forget to visit turnbasedlovers.com. Wish you the best. Ciao!